Welcome everyone to a brand new top 10. My name is Matthew Santoro, and today's video is all about how appearances can be deceiving. For example, no, I'm not Jason Statham, Howie Mandel, or Mr. Clean. Shocking. I know. But seriously, appearances can be especially deceiving when it comes to lovable animals that you just want to hug. In fact, many of the animals that you may have thought were cute little critters your whole life may have actually been capable of murdering you this whole time and you didn't even know it. So in this video, I'm going to tell you which of the cutest animals actually had the capability of being the deadliest, so that maybe next time you'll think twice before getting close to one. So here they are. 10 adorable animals that can kill you. Number 1 is the beaver. Oh, but man, it's just a beaver with the cute little buck teeth and floppy tail. Yeah, and they'll get you. In May of 2013, a 60-year-old man was trying to take a picture of himself with a beaver while on vacation in Belarus. According to the official report, without warning, the animal suddenly attacked, biting into the man's leg. Now, normally, that kind of ouchie would just end up being a fun story to tell over cocktails to your friends, but unfortunately, what the man didn't realize is that beavers have incredibly strong teeth, capable of biting through wood, so upon impact, the animal's teeth severed a major artery. And sadly, despite first aid from his friends, the bleeding could not be stopped and the man died in hospital soon after arriving. So to all of you non-Canadians out there making fun of our national animal because it's just a cute little furry thing, it can't do any damage, remember that this thing will lunge at your face like Oprah in front of a Black Forest cake. Number 2 is the leopard seal. Whether they're waving at a crowd, playing volleyball, or performing a multi-horn tune, seals are known for being gosh darn cute when they're in captivity. In the wild, seals are actually considered to be at the top of the Antarctic food chain, and they're incredibly aggressive, yes, even to people. This was the case of 28-year-old scientist Christy Brown. On July 22nd, Brown was snorkeling in Antarctica, yes, that's as cold as it sounds, when she was approached by a cute little leopard seal. Now, what would normally be a cute opportunity to take a selfie turned bad when the animal latched onto the woman's leg and dragged her into the icy depths for several minutes. And in case you didn't know, seals have incredibly jagged teeth, a fact that she obviously didn't. And despite being an experienced diver, the ferocity of the seal and the time spent under the water were too much for her and she drowned. See? Never trust anything hairless with big teeth. They'll bite without warning. Number 3 is the monkey. Okay, so it's known that apes such as chimpanzees and gorillas can be dangerous animals. I mean, remember that time the lady had her face eaten off by a chimp? Yikes. Well, what is not as well known is that their cousins, the often adorable and playful monkey, can tend to also go a little cocoa nuts. Well, such was the case with 48-year-old Lilith Jankum, who was not so nice to his pet monkey when he beated it all the time whenever it hesitated at all to do his orders such as climb trees. That is until one day when the monkey named Brother Quan grew tired of being beaten and decided to take revenge. See, some monkeys have incredible aim, and Brother Quan was no exception when he hurled a coconut from over 50 feet away that connected squarely with his owner's head, cracking his skull and killing the man instantly. He put the lime in the coconut and then he pitched a perfect strike and killed the dude. Number 4 is the swan. A beautiful symbol of majesty and admiration, the swan is exactly what every ugly duckling wants to become, except that these elegant creatures can hide a dark side. On the morning of April 15th, 2012, 37-year-old Anthony Hensley was kayaking on a pond in Chicago when all of a sudden he was viciously attacked by a swan. In water, swans are much faster and stronger than you might realize, which was demonstrated in this event when the bird swam right into the kayak, capsizing it. And if that wasn't enough, the murderous swan then held Hensley under the water, bashing him repeatedly with its wings and holding him down with its tiny legs. How it managed this is still a mystery to this day, but it happened. Talk about a swan song, am I right? RIP. Number 5 is the hippo. Despite the label that they're given for being lazy, large, and kinda cute, hippos are actually extremely unpredictable and can move suddenly at a speed of over 20 miles an hour. In fact, hippos account for over 2,900 deaths per year in Africa, a number that dwarfs lions, sharks, and bears combined. Oh my! One terrifying example of a hippo's aggressive behavior occurred in December of 2014. Limpopo native Dashi Makuval was fishing when a hippopotamus attacked him out of the blue, almost chomping his body clean in half. Dashi eventually managed to fight the animal off, punching it repeatedly in the eyes until it stopped its attack, but unfortunately he died soon after due to his injuries sustained from the creature. Man, well, I guess it's safe to assume that that hippo was hungry. I'll let myself out. Number 6 is the poison dart frog. If you ever see a cute little vibrant, colorful frog in the wild, especially in a warm climate, even though it's pretty, don't get close to it. Incredibly tiny in size, only about 2 inches long, the poison dart frog is widely considered to be one of the most poisonous animals on the planet. Their poison secretes from under their skin and contains enough of it to kill 10 men with a single hit. And what might be even scarier is that there is no antivenom for the poison dart frog's poison. So if you get hit, that's it. Now luckily, most of them exist in places where humans don't really go, like the deep rainforest, but some of them do exist outside of those places, which is why they account for around 3 deaths every year, each one needing no more poison than you'd find on the head of a pin. Oh yeah, that's right, Kermit's a badass. Number 7 is the goat. Mountain goats have been known for ramming people and impaling them, but that's in the wild. Domestically, there are very few cases involving goats actually taking lives. However, a cute little white goat named Snowball decided to change all of that. Snowball's owner, Carl Halsey, tormented the animal relentlessly, claiming to want to teach it to defend itself. But after years of abuse, the goat finally got his revenge. Snowball's vengeance came at the ultimate cost for Halsey, as the animal charged the man one day when he was looking away. Connecting with him, it knocked him over the deck and Halsey fell to his death. Yeah, this doesn't really surprise me. I mean, have you seen a goat's eyeball? That's some straight up Satan shiz. Number 8 is a duck. Arguably one of the cutest creatures ever, ducks and ducklings have always seemed so docile, so loving, so cuddly. That is until you hear about one adorable duck that took off towards the wrong place at the wrong time. A 35-year-old Florida man was cruising on his speedboat at approximately 55 miles per hour when he received an unwelcome visitor in the form of a duck flying fast towards him. The two collided and the man was thrown from the boat, dying due to sudden blunt trauma to the head. Tragically and unsurprisingly, the duck also lost its life in the collision. Okay, so this one is more of a case of a duck who lost its way rather than being murderous, but it does show how strong they are if they derailed a boat. Unless, of course, this was some sort of Hulk Arnold Schwarzenegger bird. Do you even lift a bird? Number 9 is a deer. When it comes to fatalities involving deer, it's usually due to somebody hitting one with their car. But that doesn't mean that these adorable animals can't hold their own. Well, on October 9th, 2011, 55-year-old Donald Dubé was feeding his domesticated herd of deer behind his home when, without warning, one of the animals began attacking him. It's unclear if this was done out of anger or fear, but one expert claims that the buck may have mistaken Donald for a doe, as October is often mating season for them. And unfortunately, Donald ultimately died from his extensive injuries from the animal. The moral of the story here is careful how you bend over when feeding animals during mating season. They're gonna want more than food, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Little buck action, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just be careful. And number 10, a dolphin. Who can deny the adorableness of Flipper? Whether it's having a playful splash war with us, carrying a camera through a sunken ship, or even fending off sharks, dolphins are not only one of the cutest, but one of the most human-friendly aquatic mammals. That is, of course, unless you try to elbow in on one of their dates. In December of 1994 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, a localized dolphin who was oddly well known for being particularly friendly with women attacked 2 male swimmers. Witnesses claimed that the mammal seemed incredibly aggressive and butted into both men several times. Alarmingly, this caused severe hemorrhaging in one of them, and he died soon after due to his injuries. Dolphin butt. But come on, I've seen dolphins and they're almost always peaceful. Besides, what do you know about the dolphin? Do you know him? Does he call you at home? Do you have a dolphin? To train the dolphin, you must think like a dolphin. You must get inside the dolphin's head and communicating. I am saying to Snowflake, "Ada, ada, ada," and he's saying to me, "Ada, ada," and then he's up on the dale, and you can quote him, or something like that. And those, my friends, were 10 examples of some cute little cuddly creatures that can very well murder your face. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by clicking that like button and by sharing it on Facebook and Twitter, and I will see you all back here next Saturday with a brand new video. Love your faces. Bye. That last sound was a monkey, not a dolphin, but... Okay, come on, they gotta make another Ace Ventura movie. I'm dying for it over here. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Remember to click that red subscribe button to be notified of my future videos on this channel. On the right, you'll find an annotation to my last video, which you should definitely check out if you missed it, because it's a good one. And of course, an annotation to get some cool merch if you're interested in looking fly. You'll also find an annotation to my second channel where I make vlogs, unboxings, and much more, so be sure to subscribe to that. And of course, for all of you watching on your phone or tablet, all of the links I just mentioned will be in the description below. Love your faces, and I will see you all back here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye. Ha!